Hello, my name is Bradley Palmer, and this is another tutorial for a simple little application that I've made. So I was just kind of messing around with C++, and so this is basically how I've been teaching myself various things within C++. I've worked on C++ before, but it's been a couple of years, and so I've basically been reteaching myself some very basic stuff with C++. So we have the include IO stream, get basics in there. I wanted to use a vector, so I have include vector in there, and then just so I didn't need to type std a whole bunch throughout, I just put using namespace std at the start. And so then we have a couple of very simple functions that basically their whole entire purpose is to return a number. So you have number the first and number the second, and so they're both returning 3. And then we have a class for character. I've been in a very Disney mood, so this a lot of the stuff in here is themed Disneyland and such. So that's all that's outside the main scope, and then we have the main application itself. So we initialize a string for the first name of the person using the program. And then I made a character of Mickey Mouse, his name Mickey Mouse, age 94, which is how old Mickey Mouse is this year, I think. Could be wrong about that, but I think that's the truth. Excuse me. An array of strings that I just titled Jeeps for some reason. An integer that I titled Sam, again for some reason. Which adds the returns of our two functions together. Then my vector of integers here, which I just labeled v. This is super convenient because I'm able to have essentially a dynamic array like I would with Python. And then we have a static array, again, kind of like Jeeps here, called numbers. And that's just numbers 1 through 5. And this loops through numbers. This outputs our Sam integer, and this loops through the vector. And so that all goes before inputting the first name. So I'll just kind of run this to get to that point. So as you can see, it gives me 1 through 9 there. And then if I type in a name like Bob, and I hit enter, then my if statement kicks in. So my if statement tells me to basically only proceed if I put in my name. If literally anything else is put in, it says unauthorized user, please try again, and then I just hit run again. And this time we type in my name, and everything else runs. So then it says hi to me using my name here with the end line there. And then we fill out the array for Jeeps with some random strings to fill out this sentence. Which then gives us, let's have some days and then fun pal. So that fills out all those. And then the Mickey Mouse line gives us a way to output and view that everything inputted correctly for our Mickey Mouse character with name and age. So there you go. It's a super basic program, but it was able to help me learn a lot of the basics of C++. I think the most annoying thing was figuring out vectors. So like this bit of code is something that I took from something else. I did have to change it a little bit. I had to rename the variables, but I mean, I get the idea. It's all right. Here, start auto grading, whatever I needs to be, which is an integer, and start from the beginning and go, and as long as it's not the end, keep looping, and then ++i, because you want it to go through that, and then see out whatever is inside the vector there. So I'm still working on understanding vectors totally, but I'm getting there. So that's probably the most difficult part of the process for me. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. And yeah.